Okay, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's a perfect match. If we were to do the set, you remember on Sesame Street, they would do this, one of these things are not like the other. We would just be,
Put two together, you circle the parts that are.
but it's so funny. Now I remember all of the songs for Sesame Street. And then I remember one where this lady had the zipper and she was having a problem with it. And you learn who invented the zipper because she's like, who invented the zipper? I want to talk to him now. It's just out there. Ezekiel Martinez.
Judge, I'm present for him.
Yes.
He refused to come today. So here I am. You said the last week that today would be the last day for the.
Mhm. So he refused to be here?
Yes, Judge, she refused to come to court today.
All right, are you available this afternoon or no?
Not really,
Can you be available this afternoon?
not really.
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm hosting a luncheon.
Am I invited to this luncheon?
Well, I'm a co-host for Valentine's Day. You're more than welcome to go.
Now, you know what somebody said? They say if you are invited someplace at the last minute, then there was no intention for you to come.
I didn't do the invitations. I was just put on
Mhm.
the committee.
All right, Deputy Laura, he's to be here on Friday morning. And let the deputies know they're to bring him over Friday morning.
I could request them, Judge, but if you don't have a written order, it's not going.
Oh, just tell them to bring him over. I'll sign a written over saying that he is to be brought over.
So Friday?
Yes.
Or tomorrow?
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, thank
See you
you.
tomorrow.
All
Thank
right. All right, Ezekiel Martinez. Hello, how are you doing?
Fine.
All right. All right, so we're just going to wait for the court reporter to come out and then we'll start. Richard, how are you doing this morning?
Running around, hungry, starving.
I mean, are you really starving?
I am beyond starving.
No, I don't think so.
Ethiopia starving.
No. The court is calling 2024 CR 012265 State versus Ezekiel Martinez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Richard Garcia for the defense, ready, Your Honor?
And are you Ezekiel Martinez?
No.
Counsel, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
We did, Your Honor.
The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Just one moment, I'm sorry. Mr. Martinez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Yeah, it's this document. It tells you what you're charged with. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yeah, I think something like this. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want to have you to think so. So the indictment tells you what you're charged with. Do you know what you're charged with?
Yeah.
All right. Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Not the, well, it's an enhancement in the elements, but then below that line, the state's enhancement paragraphs are being waived. So they remain in state jail.
That's correct, Judge. We have no objections to that.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to know if I could get one of the papers so I could say the officer was saying that I was doing.
Just listen to the questions.
Okay. All right. So did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? The court admonishments tells you what your legal rights are. It's this document. Did you review that?
Yeah.
All right. So what you're charged with is evading arrest or detention with a prior. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Do you understand that's the range of punishment?
Yeah.
All right. If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, I don't have to follow your plea. If I don't follow the agreement you reach with your attorney and give you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea, it will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering into this plea bargain agreement, you are giving up those rights. Did you understand?
Yeah,
And did you intend to give up those rights to enter into this plea bargain agreement?
yeah,
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
no,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement that you've reached?
no,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
no.
Right.
Because I thought it was a ticket. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to explain something to you, and then you can let me know whether or not you wish to continue with this plea bargain agreement, because if you would like a jury trial, the court will give you a jury trial. So, evading arrest detention, that means, we can go off the record. In layman's term, that means if a police officer is trying to stop you lawfully and you take off running, that's evading.
I know.
Now, if you've evaded more than once, they get to bump it up to another level. Now, whether or not people believe that running from a police officer should be a felony or not, that's not in my purview. My whole goal is just to follow the law.
Okay, I'll take guilty then. Yeah, I'll take.
No. My question to you is, are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes,
All right. Are you a U.S. citizen?
yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain agreement with your attorney?
yeah,
Do you understand it?
yeah,
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
yeah,
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
yeah.
Did you understand
Yeah.
that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor, there have.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State's gonna-
No objections, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the waivers and stipulations with your attorney? It's the document that shows you what evidence the state says they have against you. Did you review that document?
Yeah,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call them the right to remain silent?
yeah,
All right, did you understand that today the state would not be calling any witnesses? They're going to be presenting evidence in the form of police reports and judgments. Did you understand?
yeah,
Okay. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking that you waive the pre-sentencing investigation and sentencing.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we're just asking that you follow the plea bargain. That, I guess that's all I have to say.
All right. The court will find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 180 days in the state jail facility. The court will give you credit for any time that you've already been in custody, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. All right, Frederica Nelson, come up, please. All right, was the state able to tender an offer?
We've been informed, because this is an incident that took place at a licensed child care facility, that this may have to get transferred to the district department. So pending that, if it does, they'll take over the process of giving him a plea offer. If it ends up staying, then I will present a plea offer to defense counsel.
All right, Norma, recall this for February 27th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll bring you back on February 27th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Just have a seat, and once you sign the reset form, you excuse. Court is calling 2024 CR 011615 and 2024 CR 011616, State versus Ahmad Brown. Could I have parties approach and announce for the record for the state? Defense. All right, and are you Ahmad Brown? Am I pronouncing your first name correctly? All right. And cause number ending in 16, you're charged with an unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. And cause number ending in 15, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams. Each of those are third-degree felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. The cause numbers will run concurrently with each other, and the state will take in consideration NIMAC number 748278. Did you understand that to be the plea? Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, in each cause number, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are.
All right. What is your relationship to Trayvon Damon Allen? How so?
Cousin's boyfriend.
Oh, so that's your cousin's boyfriend? All right. This is what the court, are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are good.
All right, and cause number 2024 CR 011615. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 011616. Take in consideration NIMAC number 748278, and there's to be no contact with Trayvon, Traeyvon, Damon, DAM, Allen. All right. And cause number 2024 CR 011616. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, credit for any time served, $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 011615. Take in consideration NIMAC number 748278. There's to be no contact with Trayvon Damon Allen. All right, we can go off the record. How old are you? All right, do you want to spend the rest of your life in prison? All right, so you're gonna have to change your ways and stop hanging around people who mean you no good. Like Trayvon, that is not your relative. It sounds like he's a distant cousin's boyfriend. You know, I don't know where we've got into this place in our society where boyfriends of a cousin becomes family. They're not married. He doesn't have any commitment to your family, and he doesn't have any commitment to you. Because if he did, guess what he would have said? Do not be in this car with drugs because it's not allowed. Do not, you're a felon. You can't have a weapon. That's what a good person and a good family member would have been telling you. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Judge, if I may,
Yes.
his mother and father are here today. They didn't come in, and these are some of the nicest people I've ever met. They're really, and they're really, they're really concerned about him.
Mhm.
And they're giving me some history on him, and he's got some mental health issues. Can you in prison, can you make him the therapeutic or the mental health?
Yes, I'll ask for the therapeutic community, and I'll note mental health issues.
And also I have, to speak what you've done with him, I have told him how fortunate he is to have the parents that he has. I
Oh,
don't
yes.
see that very often. Parents that are really good people really carry it like they are. And hopefully he'll think about that when he gets out. He'll respect his parents a whole lot more.
All right, do you love your parents? How much? All right, so stop breaking their heart. They want what's best for you. And I don't know why, this is another thing too. Children will take the advice of a stranger before they take the advice of your parent. Now, it appears that your parents are good people. So guess what? What they're telling you, they're not telling you to hurt you. They're telling you so that you maybe won't make the same mistakes they made. Because believe it or not, parents have already lived their life. They know that you shouldn't be making a right turn or don't go down that dark road. You understand? So listen to them. All right. And you're going to prison, but guess what? Anytime in prison is bad, but it's not the end of the world. You're still alive. You can still do better. You understand? So when you go there, make sure if you want to get a degree in something, get a degree. It's free. All right. All right. Good luck to you. Thank you. All right. Court is calling 2021 CR 2960 State versus Kara Michelle Clark. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Brandon Lopez for Ms. Clark.
And are you Ms. Clark? All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Kara Michelle Clark who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2960 for the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced on March 2nd, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Kara Michelle Clark, they did fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January 2024, February 2024, March 2024, April 2024, May 2024, June 2024, July 2024, August 2024, September 2024, October 2024, November 2024, and December 2024, violation of this number 4.
How do you, all right. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It is true.
State? Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Understand, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
It is the truth, Your Honor.
But do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement? State, what are you requesting?
States.
Defense?
Your Honor, we're asking to go with the recommendation of probation, which was to continue weekly UAs on the IVR line for 120 days with zero tolerance, amend TAP recommendations, register within 30 days for the theft level 1 program, followed by the theft level 2 at CATS and intensive outpatient treatment.
All right. Has she done anything on probation?
Your Honor, she has not. Shortly following her plea, she was diagnosed with congenital heart failure. She reports to me that she's been doing odd jobs living at the same location at which she was at when she got on probation, essentially dealing with those ramifications. She also reports to me that her diagnosis is for 6 months if she does not get a new heart. So she's asking for the opportunity to continue on probation on the outside with her limited time available.
All right. So do you have any medical proof of any of this?
And Your Honor, I asked her about that. Obviously, I do not have it at this time. If it was important, obviously it is important to the court. I could attempt to get that. I don't know how easy that would be with her being on the inside, but that's what we could do.
All right. So all you had to do was call probation.
Yes, ma'am, I did. But I didn't call them until it was 2023.
Oh, you want to raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
To me,
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, that nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you want to say?
I contacted Tamia Dixon, my then probation officer, and it was December of 2023. And I I went back to the hospital in November. I was diagnosed in August and I went back in November and they told me that I was deteriorating. I had lost 5% of my ejection fraction in those couple of months. And that's when they
So how
called
long were you in the hospital?
for a week at a time, both times.
All right, did you call probation and let them know you're in the hospital?
Not until the second time I called her when I got out.
All right, and when were you released from the hospital?
A week after, it was the day after Thanksgiving that I went in. So it was about 6 days later I was released.
All right, so January 2024, and I will even give you January 2024 because I'm like, you're in the hospital for November, then December, you got Christmas. January, usually people are still recovering from Christmas and it's a holiday season, the month of January. But they say that you didn't report for February.
Yes,
What was
ma'am.
happening in February 2024?
I had called back in January like Miss Dixon had asked me to, and she was no longer my probation officer. I had been reassigned. And I called my new probation officer multiple times and she never contacted me. So I tried to contact Miss Jennifer. I don't remember her last name, the lady in charge of all of the adult probation officers.
All right,
in
so
their
you're
county.
saying that you were not able to get in touch with anyone
Yes, that is correct.
February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So then basically the entire month of December 2024, the entire year of 2024, you were not able to contact anyone.
I gave up after about 3 months.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I apologize. I know that I should have done something more, but I was afraid of going to jail.
All right, so here's the thing. I tell everybody, if there's an issue and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Did you come back to the court?
No, Your Honor, I was
Right.
afraid of going to jail.
All right. So the court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty. What time are you asking for, state?
The state had recommended 108 days state jail facility.
Your Honor, that's the minimum, so we'd be asking for the minimum if you're gonna revoke.
All right, so my question is, why should I give her the minimum? She hasn't done anything.
Your Honor, I think, well, I don't have any paperwork regarding her diagnosis, but seems to be truthful. I do think that that she's dealing with these health issues, and we'd ask for the minimum for those reasons.
All right, I'm going to sentence her to 1 year in the state jail facility. Counsel, if you're able to get documentation to the court that what she's saying is the truth, I will reconsider the sentence.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so this 1 year in the state jail facility give you credit for any time served. All right, so yes, counsel, bring me the information and I'll reconsider.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 010688, State versus Samantha Nicole Ladone. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Harry Saleman.
for the defense?
Branch Hardy for the defendant.
And are you Miss Ladone?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Samantha Nicole Ladone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 01068 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on January 13th, 2025 for a period of 7 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? And Ms. Ladone, are you asking the court to follow that agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal? And probation, was there any restitution paid to Stephen Dingler? And also, the reason why this is being requested by your client is because your client was sentenced to prison on another case. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And does anyone have that case number?
I was just looking for it, Judge. Judge, perhaps you can decipher it from this better than I. I don't see it on there.
It is not listed. Let me ask you, Ms. Ladone, the case that you're being sentenced to prison for your parole revocation, was that a case that's out of Bear County? Guadalupe County. So what I'll do is I'll just say this is to run concurrent with parole revocation. And counsel, if you're able to call the facility, they should be able to tell you. Let's see if I can look it up very quickly. And you've already been revoked, is that correct? It's not showing you up in the where I've searched. Counsel, here you are. All right, this is what the court will do. Are you asking me to follow your agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal? Then the court will follow your agreement. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will find you guilty, revoke you, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be restitution of $878.88 to Stephen, Stephen Dingler, Dingler. And this is right concurrent with parole revocation. All right, good luck to you. You're welcome.
Judge, did you want me to get that cause number?
Yes, if you could get that and make sure you give it to the clerks.
I will. Thank you.
All right, anyone else? Because we're gonna bring okay. All right, thank you. If you all come up, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Court is calling 2024 CR 009515, State of Texas versus Guadalupe Rodriguez. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Eric Baker for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Rodriguez Jr.? All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Guadalupe Rodriguez Jr. who's placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 009515 for the offense of possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on November 12, 2024 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that his parole was revoked as well?
It was, Judge.
Do you have the parole number or no?
I don't, Judge. I know it's a Bear County case. I can also look that up.
All right. Mr. Rodriguez, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, I am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with your parole revocation. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
All right, good luck to you. I'm sorry that you and also the last person who was here, Ms. Ladone, were revoked on your parole. I think you all both would have done well in your programs. So if you need anything, just let the court know. All right, thank you.
Judge, can I bring that cause number by tomorrow?
Yes, if
Okay.
you'll just give it to the
Back.
clerks,
Okay,
yes.
will do. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anyone else left on the docket from today?
Judge, I did have another one.
All right.
Your Honor, I'll show you.
Paul Diaz.
Your Honor, Paul Diaz is a hired client of mine. He did not appear today. I did not have him on my calendar. I got a hold of him. He is working in Bernie where he traveled with his work crew out there, right outside of Bernie. I can get him on Zoom or I can bring him tomorrow morning. I'm just asking for an opportunity to bring him in. He's on my bond.
All
and
right.
he's responsive.
All right. We'll recall him for tomorrow at 9 a.m.
He'll be here at 9 a.m., Judge.
All right, thank you.
And then I hate to be the one with 3 things at the end of the day, but
All right, just a second. Let me
I'll let you-
put this on here. So, you were not here. Where were you? You were supposed to be here yesterday. All right. All right, so here's the thing. When you're on the docket, you need to make sure you show up. Otherwise, a warrant could be issued for your arrest. Do you understand? Which it has been. And counsel, you're on the bond?
yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right. State, do you have any objection to recalling the warrant?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll,
All right. And where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, I need to make sure that we have it all. I think this is our first setting since we got hired. So I need to do my due diligence.
All right. So I'm going to recall the warrant and ask that the bond be reinstated. You're the bondsman. Do you have any
I have
objection?
no objection, Your Honor.
All right. And we're going to recall this for March 20th.
Your Honor, could we do the 18th? That week?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, and if you'll let Ms. Ferguson know so she can give you a reset form.
Okay, I'll have him sign it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Judge.
On this one, the warrant is being recalled. All righty, and who is your other person?
Your Honor, it's Alicia Rubio.
Yes.
So Judge, I know we had brought her in on, I believe it was like the 24th, and she didn't appear of January. And then she came in on the 28th, or she was supposed to come in on the 28th, and again did not appear. I'd seen a notation online that the bond was reinstated that same day, but I don't think there's any supporting evidence of that.
Yeah, it's a judge's warrant that was issued. Well, no.
Well, I know, but I mean.
There was a judge's warrant, then it was recalled, then there was a bond forfeiture remanded without bond. And then I updated it to a judge's warrant.
So that's what I was gonna address, just
Yeah.
because I'm on the bond.
Yes, no,
Okay,
it was
okay.
a,
judge's
it was
warrant.
updated to a judge's warrant.
Thank you, Your Honor. That was my only clarification.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Judge.
You're welcome. If you can make sure that that's the way the clerks have it in the back.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. If I do get a hold of her and bring her in, would the court consider it?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Hernandez. Your mom went and paid your fee, so you are going to be terminated satisfactorily because you've completed everything. All right, so here's the thing you need to remember. Your mom cares about you more than anybody else out here, you understand? So when she tells you something, you probably should be best to listen to her. And don't come back here unless you're coming back to visit.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just have a seat.